Bonjour classe, aujourd'hui c'est l'alphabet français. Today we're going to take notes to help us with pronouncing the letters in French. The alphabet actually does help us say words in French, and so that's why we want to write down these little cheaty kind of helper guides for pronunciation. So you needed to have already printed off this note sheet from Classroom, or if you are using your notebook, have the alphabet A through Z written down. My suggestion for those of you with the notes, obviously you're just copying the red items just like I did here. If you have your notebook, I would have written A and then perhaps an equal sign, and then you will copy down what is next or below each letter. And that's how that letter is said. So for example, you would have written the A, equal sign, and then AH. So as we're going through, we have our first four letters. A comes out as A, B, C, and D. So repeat after me, s'il vous plaît. A, B, C, D. All right, our next four. E, F, G, H. So notice with those guys, the E is really kind of like a soft and then that F is just a really strong F. And then notice that the G in French sounds kind of like our J. And so this comes out as J. And that's why I put a Z in there, because it needs to have kind of a Z sound in there. So that's going to be J. And then this is going to be H. So that AH sound. So let's practice that. E, F, G, H. Our next ones are going to be E. So the letter I in French comes out as E. Now the letter J is going to sound like a G. So this is G. K is going to be a K. And L is that strong L sound, L. So repeat after me. E, G, K, L. Our next ones are going to be a lot of strong letters as well to start off. The M comes out as M, so your lips are smushed together. The N is N, your tongue is at the top of your mouth. The letter O, you need to think about your mouth looking like the hole of a donut or a bagel, so you get O. And then the P comes out as P. So let's practice those. M, N, O, P. Our next set, the Q comes out as Q. Q. And you can't see my mouth, but try to imagine smushing those lips and have that K sound, Q. And the letter R, guys, does sound just like that with a nice kind of raspiness at the end that's going to come out as air. Then the letter S is very much a strong S, S. And then that T comes back to the T. So let's repeat after me. Q, air, S, T. Our next four, this U really needs to smush those lips together, kind of like you're puckering up after something's really tart. And you have E, not ew, okay, because that's not French. You will learn very quickly. If it doesn't sound pretty, it's probably not French. And so with this one, you do want to smush those lips, but don't sound gross. So we want to have ew. Our V is going to be they. And then notice what I found really cute is because a W really is two V's. And so they're going to have a double they. And then the X is going to come out kind of like you've seen a mouse and you go X. So the letter X is an X. All right, let's practice those four. We have E, V, W, X. And then our last two are going to be the letter Y, which comes out as Y, and then our Z, which comes out as Z. And so let's practice those. Répétez, Y and Z. All right, pause the video if you need to go back and get any of those, because this next page, we are going to go through the entire list. We're going to do it just one letter at a time. And then, of course, we're going to sing. And oh mon Dieu, class, just wait till you hear Madame's singing voice. It is super bien. So if you guys will repeat, répétez après moi. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, A, Z. And then this is how we'll finish it. Let's practice this word. Maintenant, je les connais, toutes les lettres de l'alphabet. Alors, donc, maintenant, je vais chanter. I will sing for you. You can just be a listener, and then we will sing again, and I hope that you will sing with me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Maintenant, je les connais, toutes les lettres de l'alphabet. Oh, please, the applause. Stop. All right, guys, let's chante. Sing along with me. We will do it on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Maintenant, je les connais, toutes les lettres de l'alphabet. Excellent. Merci beaucoup, class. I would highly suggest coming back to this wonderful song at the end and practicing. As the 6 weeks goes on, we will definitely have chances to practice our spelling, for you to practice spelling things using the French alphabet pronunciation, etc. And so, merci beaucoup encore, class. Au revoir.